Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. I'll admit that I'm not a big user of TikTok other than to watch dog videos, mainly because the product review side of TikTok kind of pisses me off. The fake reviews, the overhyping of products to create a viral video, there's just so much bullshit. It's actually infuriating the amount of like fake reviews there are on TikTok. In my opinion, I don't believe a lot of the hype. So I'm now on a mission to try every viral product and give you the no bullshit review. I want to start this video by saying do whatever the fuck you want with skincare. If you enjoy it, use products you enjoy using, buy products you like the look of, do whatever you want. This video isn't by no means to say don't do this, don't use that, don't do that. I'm just curious about a few things. And today I want to look at a couple of products that I feel are being overly hyped on purpose, and a few products that are actually good, like do actually work. But let's take a look at what's going on over on TikTok. I want to start off with this first one. This is a content creator who actually creates visually amazing content, and in my opinion has a real talent for fitting so much information in such a small amount of time. But there is always something about the reviews but there's something about this particular product review, that kind of I'm a little suspicious about.
Have you guys seen this? Apparently there's this thing from Murad that fills in your wrinkles in just 15 minutes. I mean, the pictures look incredible, but I'm doubtful. I'm gonna try it so you guys can see if it works or not. So as you can see, like everyone else on planet Earth, you can see some crinkles when I smile. But as an experiment, I'm going to try out this Murad targeted wrinkle corrector to see if it really works instantly. So you're not supposed to rub it in, you're just supposed to tap it in with the metal applicator or with your fingers. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I'm not expecting this to really work, but wait. Guys, what the heck? It really does work. This is not a joke. This is before and this is after. I was so shocked. It's kind of like makeup. It leaves a film on your face to kind of fill things in temporarily. Obviously, when you wash it off, the effect is not going to be that dramatic, but it really does work. Try it next time you're at Sephora. It's crazy.
Here's what I personally think. I think he's kind of misunderstood what the product is supposed to do and then exaggerated the claims. Watch the video back, and before he uses the product, he shows the wrinkles on his eye when he does this. It's hard for me to do because I don't have many wrinkles, but he kind of does this and you see all these wrinkly bits, right? And then after he's like putting half the effort he did in the first place. I do have this product. I already know it's not going to work like that because that isn't even what the product claims to do. This is a Peter Thomas Roth style video. We also saw that viral video where the lady applied the product to her under eye bags and they smoothed out. This is a temporarily tightening product that does help fill in things like fine lines by temporarily stretching the skin. The way he demonstrated this product made it look like it works like Botox, and that's just not how it works. And again, not even the product claim. Right, you can see these fine lines. I skipped Botox to do this and review a few other products, so let's do it here. Look, so judging by this review here, these wrinkles shouldn't happen anymore. So you just put a little bit on, let's put it under here, let's put it up here, then you use the other side to smooth it out. Pat, don't rub. Again, this is because it needs to create a temporary film over the skin and temporarily fill in any fine lines and wrinkles. Again, this isn't gonna paralyze your muscle in any way or paralyze the skin and stop it moving. This is purely a temporary filler. What I'm gonna do here as well is where you see these fine lines or wrinkles, I'm gonna apply it there. And I feel like this is what it's really supposed to do, is kind of temporarily fill in fine lines. And we'll see if it actually does do what it's supposed to do. So you see when I do that, you're still gonna get the movement lines, but you see how the fine line is filled in compared to this side? But you'll see, look, we're still wrinkling, nothing's going on. But if I do this, oh my God. Which in my opinion, you can see he very clearly does in the video. Here's what I think happens with TikTok. And I've mentioned this loads before, but people exaggerate the claims of products to have that next viral video about that next viral product. And it's all the time. It's always like, you have to try this. You have to try it. This is what it does. But the claims are so exaggerated. Like, this is a good product that does temporarily reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles whilst working in the long run as well. Like kind of behind the scenes whilst you apply it by creating this temporary film over your skin that you can wash away. Like I can feel this film here, you know? Oh, I think I do look a little bit more tighter here. So I personally feel this is a pretty exaggerated review and outcome. I don't think it's, well, what works for some doesn't work for others, because what we see here is the effect of a product that the product doesn't even claim it does. Okay, I was tagged in this so much, and this has been driving me round a bend. Like I always kind of try and look for filters in videos, and to me this is an obvious filter, but I just don't get how it's being done. I've looked for apps, I've looked for everything. I don't understand. I'll just show you.
Alright, so here's my face before I pull on it. Looking all old and saggy and blah 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 blah. Now look at, oh my god, a princess!
So you can see that, hang on, let's just watch the other video. Where she places the bands, like these are real products. These are actual products that are used in theatre, they're used in drag, they're used in the movies, the pictures, because they do things like lift, they stretch the skin, and they do work. This is just a very intense kind of like before and after, and I do believe these are filters because where she places the tape, other bits of the face changes where the tape wouldn't really affect. So like the jowls under here, sometimes the lines in foreheads. You could also see a bit of a filter in her hairline sometimes. So whilst these products do exist, I don't think they're this kind of a miracle. I kind of got a bit obsessed and kind of stalked her down on Instagram to try and see before and after pictures. And I was looking at all her pictures trying to see where the tape was in her hairline and all this kind of stuff. I personally believe, going by what I know about face tape and stuff like that, is that these are a filter. But I love how fun this is. If you scroll through her comments, people are getting so angry. They're getting so wound up. Some people believe it, some people don't. Some people like it's obvious, some people like it's not a filter. Whatever it is, to me, it is so well done just for sitting on TikTok that it deserves to go viral. This for me is a pretty harmless, I keep watching over and over. This for me is a pretty harmless piece of content. She's not sponsored by this brand. She doesn't mention brand names at any time. In one bit, she's actually just using what looks like paper and tape. So to me, this is a harmless bit of fun. It's not a fake product review because she's not selling anything. When I was talking about this, I was talking about the Peter Thomas Roth product that went viral. We have the lady again using an all-over face cream, and some of you tagged me being a little bit suspicious of this.
But this is the Instant Firm X, the face tightening one. So I'm gonna try to get this done in 3 minutes like I did the other one. Excuse me, I'm in my bathroom. So for this one, what I've been doing, I put on a good amount. I get a good amount. I'd say like this. And then I rub it in both of my fingertips. And then I just rub it in my face like I would a mask, actually. I haven't been getting all the white stuff that you all complain about, with the eye tightener. And I'm gonna make a lot of noise right now because I'm gonna speed it up. I usually blow dry my face on cool.
There is a part 2, but you can pretty much see there the before and after. I'll put it here. This isn't a filter. This is literally that under eye stuff in a giant cream form. Again, just like this, all it is a temporary mask that tightens your skin. It's a layer, and that's why she mentioned the white stuff that people are getting, because it's meant to sit on the skin. It doesn't rub in. That would be pilling of the product. You're meant to pat this in. She seems fine, like just rubbing it in, but if you use this in conjunction with other products and even makeup, patting like this will stop it pilling. If you do use like heavy moisturizers and the very silicone-y based products, your other products may start to peel away, including that. But yeah, this isn't Photoshop, this isn't filters, it's just a product that stretches your skin. Okay, this is not a video, it's a before and after picture from Wishful Skin. This is a Huda Beauty brand, and this is a before and after of their Wishful Skin Chin Lift Sculpting Sheet Mask. There is so much wrong here. There is so much wrong. Okay, so what we're looking at is, if you don't know what like a chin sculpting sheet mask is, it's something that's been around like Japan for the longest time, I think Korea as well, but these are sheet masks covered in serum that you put under your neck. Usually attach it to your ears, and it pretty much just constricts all this area for a long time, and they can potentially leave you with a temporarily sculpted like V line, which is like this, and can help compress that double chin for a bit. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So what's the issue with this? It's a fake before and after. How do we know? Well, because not only has her chin changed shape, but her ear, her nose has been redone by the looks of it as well. This bit here, what's this called? Has moved up. The gap has been widened. Yet the tip of her nose has changed as well. And this is purely down to two things we've got here. We have Photoshop and we have a tight ponytail. I've worked in photography and in studios with models long enough to know that a tight ponytail can make a huge difference to the way your face looks. No, her nostrils are at a different angle as well. It's not like she's gone from this to this. It's her nostrils have gone from up to slightly like this. The tip of her nose has changed shape as well. It's just very clearly not a real before and after, which is disappointing, especially after her. And honestly, I don't think the way these things work in one go will have that difference. Like, this isn't like a progress throughout a couple of weeks. This is like a before and after from what I'm guessing is one use. It's just so obvious. It's painfully obvious. So this isn't a product review, but this is a typical, we're reverting backwards. This is a typical kind of like, this is what this does when it doesn't. Let's look at this.
You won't believe what you could do with a kiwi. First, cut it in half. Then use a fork to mash it and get all that green part into a bowl. Add a teaspoon of honey, optional. Add a little bit of oatmeal to thicken it. Then grab a whisk and whisk it all together, nice. This is what you want it to look like. A kiwi's nickname is King of Vitamin C. It's packed with antioxidants, vitamins like folate, healthy cell growth, and vitamin E. Protects the skin. Plus, it's packed with minerals, which all together can heal acne and prevent new ones. It also locks in moisture, lightly exfoliates, and firms the skin, making it look younger. Once you try this, you can ask yourself how you went without kiwi being part of your skin routine. Apply this on your face and neck, leave it on for 20 to 30 minutes so the nutrients can get absorbed by your skin, and then rinse it off with warm water. Do this for 3 days in a row, you'll see such a difference that you might come back to this post and comment about it. All natural face mask.
I'm exhausted. Just because you shout something, it doesn't make it true. Here's the thing with DIY in general, DIY face masks. I've said this before, and I know I sound like a broken record, but our skin is a physical barrier, and it's people's job to create skincare and make it penetrate into the skin. You can't just rub something on your face and expect it to penetrate your skin. The benefits he was talking about when it comes to eating kiwi and what kiwis are made up of is true when it's digested. Because it's food. And the issue is with fruit is it's not like a controlled substance, right? You don't know how much of vitamin E, antioxidants, minerals is in that one particular fruit compared to another. It's never regular. Just buy skincare. Oh my fucking god, just buy skincare. An argument for DIY skincare is often that it's a cheaper alternative when it's not really, if you think about it. The amount of food you have to buy and things you have to put into these things to create a one-time use product, when there are brands like The Ordinary, The Inkey List, CeraVe, who make amazingly affordable skincare that can last you up to 12 months. It's just, I just don't know why people want to do this anymore. When I was younger, when it came to seeing DIY recipes like this, I used to think they'd be like an easy cure for everything. Claiming that kiwi can help heal acne on your skin isn't really the best thing to say, when I'm guessing, judging by his type of video, a lot of younger people probably watch him and think that they can now rub a kiwi and some oats on their face and cure their acne. It doesn't really work that way. Fun thing to do with friends, they can make a temporary difference on the surface of your skin. They can make your skin feel smoother, firmer, all that kind of stuff, but it's very surface level. You're getting no long-term results. You're definitely not going to see results in 3 days using a kiwi oat concoction on your face. That's just not how your skin works, unfortunately. I wish it was, because it would be easier if our skin did just absorb anything that was rubbed on it. It'd also be a living hell, but it would be a lot easier if that's the way skincare worked. That's all I'm going to do today, because I'm tired. Please tag me on TikTok on any kind of shady product reviews if you want to know basically the real truth. I don't have time for these fake product reviews. I'm so bored of it. It's like early days of YouTube all over again, and we don't need to do that again, So keep tagging me over on TikTok, James_S_Welsh. You can watch some more TikTok related videos here and some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.